प्रिय विद्यार्थियों, तृतीय वर्ष विद्यार्थियों के लिए ये अध्याय हिस्ट्री ऑफ प्लांट बायोटेक्नोलॉजी. दिस सब्जेक्ट इज वेरी वास्ट and particularly this topic is related to plant tissue culture, how it developed a long pathway for the development of large number of plants for plantation in whole of the world. Biotechnology is the advanced branch of biology in which the various branches of biology are used for human welfare and for the development of the universe. It is a technological science in the plant biology. How tissue culture has been taken as a branch of development for the plants, and how the concept of totipotency arises. The first scientist, Gottlieb Haberland, is the scientist who established the concept of totipotency in 1902. Haberland एक ऐसे वैज्ञानिक थे जिन्होंने टिश्यू कल्चर की नींव रखी, और उन्होंने ये बताया कि पौधे की प्रत्येक कोशिका के अंदर पूरा पौधा बनाने की क्षमता होती है, और इस कंसेप्ट को हम पूर्ण सख्तता का सिद्धांत कहते हैं. 1902 के अंदर ये सिद्धांत हैबरलैंड ने प्रस्तुत किया था, और इसी सिद्धांत के आधार पर पादप उत्तक संवर्धन की नींव रखी गई, और हैबरलैंड को पादप उत्तक संवर्धन का जनक कहा जाता है. Another scientist, that is W. Knopp, he suggested that nutritious medium must contain some inorganic salts, and Haberland took the Limum purpureum mesophyll cells and kept on the medium containing some inorganic salts given by Knopp, and he found that the cells were not dyed in this solution, and the cells were increased in size and weight. Then another scientist called White in 1934, he experimentally proved and got success in the culturing and dividing of the cells in vitro conditions. He has proposed another medium called as White's medium. He took tomato roots to the meristematic cells, that are root tips, and grown the tips on the Knopp solution along with the solution containing sucrose and yeast extract, which is added along with Knopp solution, and he added sucrose because root cannot do photosynthesis. To there must be some artificial feeding, so sucrose is supplied artificially, and therefore roots were able to absorb sucrose from the medium, and successfully White has grown the root tips in the culture. He added yeast also with vitamins and amino acids. So these are the advantages that make the cell divided and survive. Maintained the same cells till 1968. Later on, he realized that yeast extract, he added the three important vitamins, that is pyridoxine, nicotinic acid, and thiamine. And the P.R. White failed to prove the totipotency hypothesis. He cultured the cells for a longer time in the medium called as White's medium, and it was the advanced version of Knopp's solution, in which he added yeast extract, sucrose, and some amino acids, and cultured the cells, root tips of the tomato for a longer time. but he could not produce plants from those particular root tip cells. Then auxin was discovered by F.W. Wendt in 1935. Role of vitamins in tissue culture, important discovery through which major discovery took place in the field of plant tissue culture. This is the example has shown. Here is the coleoptile curvature in the Avena, and the F.W. Wendt has explained that auxins are found on the root tips or shoot tips of the plants, which is a growing material in the plants, which can increase the height as of the shoot and root. Gothre in 1939, role of auxin in plant tissue culture was firstly proved by him. He proposed that auxin is a plant growth regulator. Auxin is an unavoidable component in plant tissue culture, and Gothre has published his first book in plant tissue culture. So, application of auxin in plant tissue culture was firstly decided by Gothre in 1939. Then Von Orbeck and co-workers in 1941, they used coconut water. That was a very important stimulatory effect in cell division. The rate of cell division increases on adding coconut water. Later, it was found to be the cytokinin present in this coconut water. Tissue culture came in exists after 1941, discovering the auxins and cytokinin. P.R. White and S.E. Brown in 1942 successfully cultured crown gall disease tissue on a medium completely devoid of auxin and cytokinins. The crown gall disease that is caused in dicotyledons that by Agrobacterium tumefaciens, which produces cancerous tissues in the plants, because the itself synthesizes the auxin and cytokinin within its cytoplasm. Due to these, tissue does not require outside application of these plant growth regulator, and those cancerous cells are producing auxins and cytokinin, by which the cells divide very fast and make a crown or a callus. That was proved by P.R. White and S.E. Brown in 1942. Then Kaplan and Stewart in 1948, cytokinin is present in the coconut water, and the cytokinin can be isolated from other components. It plays major role in cell division, as we know, because cytokinins and auxins are very important in cell division in tissue culture. Then Morrell and Martin in 1952, they developed complete plantlets of Dahlia. They took shoot tip culture from virus infected plants. Plants developed from virus infected were virus free. From the meristem tip culture or shoot tip culture, we can develop a virus free plant. After this discovery, the tissue culture is established in plant pathology, where the how virus free plant can be obtained by the shoot tip or meristem tip culture. This was a greater application in the field of producing disease free plants. Then in 1954, Skoog and Miller, it is first demonstrated that it is not auxin. It is combination of auxin and cytokinin in the tissue culture, which produces shoot and root or some callus-like structure by the different combination in plant tissue culture. If auxin is more, then roots are formed. If cytokinin is more, shoots are formed. Auxin cytokinin ratio leads to the formation of callus also, and the callus is mass of undifferentiated tissue or cells which are loosely attached to each other. Then Rennert and Stewart in 1958, they first developed the complete development of carrot through the process of somatic embryogenesis, when the second 2 hour without fertilization converts into 2N known as somatic embryo. We can say the somatic embryos have been developed from the 2N diploid cells which are vegetative, Normally, embryos are developed from reproductive cells, but in tissue culture, we can obtain somatic embryos or gametic embryos which looks alike and germinate to develop into complete plantlet. However, somatic embryo is having lesser variation than genetic gametic embryo or genetic embryo, in which the fertilization and crossing over is involved during sexual reproduction. So, somatic embryo can be a new tool in the plant tissue culture, which has created a large number of plants because root and shoots are developed from somatic embryo at a time. Then, in E.C. Cocking, 1960, isolated the plant protoplast by enzymatic method. He used cellulase enzyme, which is obtained from fungus Myrothecium verrucaria, was used to produce the protoplast, that is cell wall-less cell, in which the cellulosic cell wall is removed by enzyme cellulase, and application of protoplast that created a new variety of plants can be developed by somatic hybridization, and new hybrids have been developed because of the production of protoplast, because the mechanical method was very difficult and created problem in producing fresh protoplasm, which replaced the theory of enzymatic replacement of protoplast, by which we can coat large number of protoplast at a time by using cellulase enzyme. So this was the major discovery by E.C. Cocking in the history of plant tissue culture. Development of MS medium in 1962, Murasige and Skoog both has developed the medium firstly for the tobacco plants. They published the paper in Physiologia Plantarum, and this medium was very popular medium in plant tissue culture, in which the organic supplements, inorganic supplements, in which micro and macronutrients are added, some vitamins, growth hormones, and some other added amino acids in the medium, was a complete medium in the field of plant tissue culture, by which large number of plants are grown on this medium, and it was the landmark history in the field of plant tissue culture, which was developed by Murasige and Skoog, called as MS medium. The Wimla Vasil and A.C. Hildebrand in 1965 experimentally proved the theory of totipotency. They have done the pioneer work who initiated plant tissue culture in India. The Sipragwa Mukherjee and Satish Chand Maheshwari in 1966, they are the first landmarker who developed haploid plant from Datura inoxia, was landmark work in field of plant tissue culture, that how pollen or anther can be developed into haploid plants, was the agriculture field was totally changed by this discovery, and they were the first scientists in the field of haploid culture in the whole of the history of all around the world of tissue culture, in which that how haploid plant can be useful in seeing the expression of characters on the single chromosome, and therefore this history of anther culture was a landmark history in the field of plant tissue culture. So Sipragwa Mukherjee and A.C. Maheshwari has taken the credit of this discovery. Then Takebe and co-workers in 1971 first it developed the methods of plant protoplast regeneration. They have regenerated the protoplast of tobacco, that is Nicotiana, the model organism, that how plants can be regenerated from the protoplast. Then Carlson and Smith, they have developed the parasexual hybrid of two varieties of tobacco, the intergeneric or intrageneric, interspecific, intraspecific. There are many types of hybrids have been developed later on in tissue culture. The Carlson and Smith, who developed the first hybrid of Nicotiana glauca and Nicotiana langsdorffii, that is intergeneric, interspecific hybrid, fuse the protoplasm of both these species and develop a new variety of tobacco, that is parasexual hybrid of tobacco. Carlson and Smith has developed. Then Melchers et al. In 1978, they have produced the hybrid of potato and tomato called as pomato. They fused protoplast of tomato and potato. The idea was there that the lower part of this hybrid will produce potato, and upper part of that particular plant will produce tomato. So it will be a greater idea in the field of plant tissue culture, where one plant can give you both type of vegetables on same ground, but unfortunately they have produced the hybrid of pomato or tomato, but then they have not developed either potato or tomato, or we can say the hybrid was totally sterile. But effort was good in plant tissue culture, that how intergeneric hybrids can be developed by plant tissue culture. Larkin and Scofford in 1981 proposed the soma clonal variation in tissue culture. The plantlet is exactly similar to mother cell, so no change in the genome level, so there would be no variation. But though we are taking the 2N cells, still variation occurs, soma clonal variation occurs, and tissue culture is not that method for genetic preservance due to soma clonal variation. The scientists, both of them, has developed some changes has been developed during the tissue culture, and such changes they have developed are called as soma clonal variation. These variations sometimes may be helpful, or sometimes they may be dangerous also, or we can say they can decrease the level of genetic potency in the future generation also. But its positive aspects was very enthusiastic, and the disease resistant varieties by fungi and bacteria are developed by the soma clonal variation in plant tissue culture. So it was a very important procedure which was happened in the field of the plant tissue culture. Mitsui in 1983, the first tissue culture product start available commercially. The natural dye is produced by plant Lithospermum erythrorhizon, used to stain the fabric. This was the first dye that was developed by the tissue culture plant, which was commercially available in the market. Then Horse et al. In 1984 developed the technique of agrobacterium mediated transformation. The crown gall disease that I have already talked to you, that Agrobacterium tumefaciens is a natural way of transformation, in which the bacteria is used as a tool to confirm transformation. The gene which we want to integrate in the organism are transferred into Agrobacterium TI plasmid. The tDNA is removed, and in place of tDNA, the gene of desire is inserted into TI plasmid, and TI plasmid is kept into the Agrobacterium tumefaciens, and then Agrobacterium is cultured with the plants in which we want to transfer the DNA, and by natural infection, Agrobacterium transfers the gene of desire into that particular plant, and the transgenic plants are developed. This was the first major discovery of natural genetic engineering in the field of plant biotechnology, was developed by Horse and et al. In 1984. Then Powell et al. In 1987 developed transgenic tobacco and tomato plants, resistance developed against tobacco mosaic virus, and it was also a greater discovery in the field of plant biotechnology. Then Sanford et al. In 1987 gene gun method was developed, another method in which by a gene gun we can transfer a desire of gene into an organism. In this process, the genes which we want to transfer are pasted on macro projectile, that is on tungsten bullets, and these tungsten bullets are pinned by firing pin into a target cell placed on a substratum, and the tungsten bullet is entered into that particular target cell, and these cells has got those gene which we want to transfer into it, and finally these cells are cultured in the laboratory and transgenic plants are developed by this method. So this is another method of gene transfer by gene gun developed by Sanford et al. In 1987. Then I.K. Vasil in 1987 done extensive work in cereals and millets for their tissue culture. He has developed many variety of monocots and also some hybrid bajra and maize also developed by the I.K. Vasil. I.K. Vasil and Vimla Vasil together worked for many years in USA for the development of monocot plant tissue culture. Barton et al. In 1988 developed Bt gene obtained from the Bacillus thuringiensis bacteria, which are transferred into tobacco, but in kapas, in cotton, and the Bt cotton has been obtained, which is a cotton which are insect resistant, and insect cannot eat the fruits of cotton, so that the good variety of cotton can be obtained from this Bt cotton. But some useful insects were also killed by the Bt cotton, and later on it has to be verified whether this Bt cotton is only killing the insects which are harmful to the cotton, and in the field of genetic engineering or plant biotechnology, it was a major discovery of developing Bt cotton for the production of cotton. Thank you very much. These were the few important discoveries in the field of plant biotechnology, in which plant tissue culture and genetic engineering was the two major arena in the newly developing science of biology, and has proved a lot to the society that how a large number of plants can be developed, how plants can be transformed by transferring genes into them, and this has created very many useful effects in the field of biology. Thank you very much.